What's up, Ashley? What's going on, big cousin? I think you older than me by a couple of days. Whew, and this is what I look like if I take the light away. Because it does look a lot better. What is going on, y'all? Which country are you in now? I actually had to think about that. I'm in Portugal right now. I'm doing this from my computer, and I haven't did a live stream from my computer in a minute. I can't put the location. I was actually going to tell y'all where I was. Yeah, no, I'm constantly moving around, Ashley. Favorite airline? Probably British Airways. Or I like Delta, but I haven't flown on Delta in so long. Yeah, Portugal's a little bit different. I got burned in UK, yo. But I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping at all. So I think I'm gonna come home in November and to Memphis in November. I'm trying to figure out how long I'm gonna stay. That's the problem. I want to stay a month, but I don't know if I can stay a month. Maybe I'll stay like 2 weeks. Like I just got off the phone with a friend in UK, and like I'm already talking about going back like in November. So yes. What is going on? Wow, you guys are coming in quite fast. How's the food? I haven't had any food here. The food in London is off the chain, yo. Like, okay, put it like this: there are so many vegan restaurants in London that I walk by them and don't even look at them. Like, there's that many restaurants. Like, I was on the bus the other day and I counted like 5 restaurants, and I'm like, I've never heard of that place, and I wonder what they serve over there. And that name sounds pretty good. Like, I was just blown away. Like, you can get vegan at McDonald's. Like, it's like a paradise. Dude, I really want to try that vegan KFC, but it's only in ATL right now. Namibians don't hate you. They just don't believe you're a real American, and you guys to act all American and soft. And we're really sorry. Dude, I'll probably come back to Namibia. I really like Namibia. Big Danny K, I am not in California. I'm in Portugal. I'm freaking in Portugal, yo. And there's like a mad party going on outside. So this will not be a long stream, but I'm actually not going to party because like I'm going to fly early tomorrow, and I want to make sure I don't miss this flight because I don't want to have to pay another £400 or $500 or something. I don't want to have to pay any more money. Like, believe it or not, like, I'm not that beat up about having to pay extra. Like, I'm not, because I look at it like this. I'm trying to think of how many flights I've come to Europe that I didn't pay any money for. That's kind of how I look at this situation. Because back in the day, I used to fly with Delta a lot, and I had so many free flights, y'all. And yeah, I had to pay double on this flight, which is not that bad, you know. But I do refuse to take Norwegian Air. Now, I'm not going to say anything bad about Norwegian Airlines because I don't want to be a person to bash a company. But I'm just going to put it like this: after what happened in the airport with the associates and all that, the staff, I just don't want to fly on Norwegian Airlines and people like follow me and they see that, oh, he's back on Norwegian. So I don't even want to fly with them like if I'm like making a video or something, because I don't want people to be like, oh, let's take Norwegian, you know. It's kind of weird, but like I don't want to promote them, you know. Like I said, I didn't say anything bad about them, and also I did not blame anyone for my mistakes because what happened was all my fault. Like it was nobody's fault but mine. Like I left early, and I left too late, and it's just what happened. Like, it was all my fault. Like, I didn't blame anybody else. But one thing I will point out, especially to people watching this from Europe, is in the U.S. in San Francisco, because last year I was just traveling back and forth. Like probably the earliest I showed up to the airport was an hour. Like the earliest. Like the latest was maybe 20 minutes. And that's showing up to the airport 20 minutes before an international flight. And the reason why I can do that in the US is because a lot of times I'll have the app on my phone, and I'll just go straight to airport security when I enter the airport, and I don't have to drop any bags. Go straight to airport security and then go from airport security to the plane. But in Europe, it doesn't work that way. Like it doesn't work that way at all. Like, if it's an international flight, and pretty much all the flights are international because they like the countries are so small. So basically, all the flights are international. So you have to show up like 3 hours early, which is absurd if you ask me. 3 hours early. They do that because they want you to be inside the terminal so you can spend money in the terminal. That's why they do it. And the way that they do the airports here is, I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore. Like, I don't even want to. I'm not trying to bash any countries or anything, but they basically, the airports are just ran very, very different. And the way that they run the airports here, I'm just not the biggest fan of the way they run the airports. I like how they do it in Asia and how they do it in America, but I don't want to. I don't want to bash. Why are hotels in New York expensive? That's a really good question, because New York hits you with that 15% tax. Have you got TSA pre-check? I actually don't have TSA pre-check, and you may wonder, why don't I have TSA pre-check? Why don't I have TSA pre-check? Pre-check. The reason why I don't is because I don't fly that much within the U.S. Okay, if I flew like back and forth from San Francisco to New York or other parts of the US, maybe I'd want to do it. And if I flew back and forth in and out of the US more, maybe I would want to do it to save time. But I don't really enter in and out of the US that much. And when I do, it's always a breeze. I don't fly into airports like Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia can be a pretty busy airport to fly into. The San Francisco airport and the Oakland airport, they're busy on certain days and at certain times. And if you use the Passport mobile app, you can just get through so fast. Well, 700 lasts me 5 days just for food. In New York, yeah. Yeah, you would definitely, it would definitely save you. How much do you enjoy flying? In my personal opinion, I judge the plane flight by how much you enjoy the country. I really do enjoy flying. The main one huge thing I judge a country on is customs. But like, that's not a big thing for me anymore, because I don't really judge a country on customs anymore. But I used to, but like, I guess I kind of don't anymore. If your friend just got married, I love my videos. Please do a favor. I'm getting like so many Instagram messages. North Europe is really expensive. Yeah, like the Scandinavian countries, yeah, they are. But anybody watching this from the US, I just want to tell you guys, I want to remind you something about London. London uses the pound. For the past couple of years, the pound has been falling like crazy. So this is a really good time to go to London. Like, it's a really good time to go. I'm pretty sure I'm not really selling London after my experience and what happened to me. But I mean, I've taken so many flights, and I've never had a situation like this to happen. And most people won't go through this, what I went through. Like, most people won't. um, it, it's just, I mean, most people won't like book the wrong bus ticket. It was all my fault, okay? All my fault. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not blaming anyone. I did say the Norwegian staff were not nice and they were not friendly, and that's why I'm not flying with Norwegian. But it wasn't Norwegian's fault that I missed the flight. I just want to throw that out there, because in the comments, like, people say all sorts of weird things, like, "Oh, it's all your fault." And I'm like, yeah, I know it's my fault. I never blamed it on anyone else. Go to another part of England; it's more cheaper. So I don't know why I didn't go to Liverpool, Birmingham, and Manchester on this trip. Body count on European trip. I'm gonna leave that one off the internet because, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. When I was in Macedonia, I messed myself up a lot. Like, I was online talking about someone else that likes me, was following me, and I don't know, probably maybe they could be watching right now, and yeah, so like, if I'm not gonna talk about one, I can't talk about that stuff online. I'm getting to the point where, like, if I like someone, I don't even want to show them on Facebook. So I'm gonna have to keep it on the DL, on the low. I mean, I really want to show off, but I really want to show off who I'm talking to. But like, if it's gonna cause me problems, it's gonna cause me problems. Where are you going next year, man? I'm flying back to USA. Yeah, I'm traveling back to the US for a couple months, and then I'm gonna go on another trip. And yeah, but for now, I'm gonna go take a trip to the US. When you coming back to NYC, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea when I'm gonna be back to New York. Like, New York and London have so much in common. Oh my gosh, they got so much in common. I love them both. Back to the grind, right? Yeah, I am going back to the grind. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to I don't know if I'm gonna actually make this video. I'm just gonna say it because maybe you guys can hold me to it. But I wanna do a $5,000 a month challenge where, like, not that you make $5,000 in a month, or not that I make $5,000 in 1 month, but I actually save $5,000 in 1 month. And I want to do that for 2 months because if I can do that for October and November, I'll make some pretty cool content, and I can just keep traveling next year. Or I don't even have to go back home, and I can just keep traveling now. But I kind of want to go back home. Yeah, it's been a long trip. I only planned to travel for 1 month, and it's been months. So I do want to go back home. I do want to go back home. Australia recommendations. I love Australia. December, I'm probably going to go wherever it's cheap. Yeah, I'm getting really hungry. It's like 11. No, it's 10. I'm going to stream for probably another 5 minutes, and I'm going to go get some food. Because, like, I've stayed in here before, Lisbon, but there's like a falafel place that's not too far away. I want to go back and check it out. I'm trying to remember, was that a good falafel place? I just remember it was a falafel place, like walking distance from this place. I don't know if it was good or not. Dude, oh my gosh, Big Danny K. I would love to freaking have an Israeli falafel right now. It would just be amazing. When you come back, so I'm gonna try to go up and read some of these. I'm going to Australia next month. Any recommendations? Dude, check out Byron Bay. It is near the Gold Coast. Really, really epic views. Amazing. It's super beautiful. And also Byron Bay is I don't know if you've ever been to Santa Barbara in California, but it reminds me of Santa Barbara a lot. It's kind of one of those tucked away towns. People tend to go on the weekends. It's very affluent. It's very chilled out. It's not the cheapest place, but for what you get, it's amazing. It's really clean. Tons of beaches around. Really easy to get around. Very, very friendly people. Have you had? Yes, I have stayed in quite a bit of Airbnbs. I haven't stayed in Airbnbs for months. My Airbnb credits are racking up because I haven't stayed in an Airbnb for a long time. There's a link in the description below if you guys ever want to use Airbnb for the first time. If you use my link, you get, I think, 40 USD off, and then I get like 20 USD or something like that. If you want to use Airbnb, yeah, use my link for real. But I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't know when I'm gonna do Airbnb because when I go back to SF, I'm gonna stay. I already have a place like lined up and stuff, so I'm not gonna use Airbnb then. What do you miss about San Francisco? One thing I miss about San Francisco is I kind of miss like the inspiration. I kind of miss it's really easy to make money in San Francisco. Like, it's really easy to spend lots of money in San Francisco. Like, I kind of miss that. But I think on this trip, like, I've sort of trained myself and I'm teaching myself like how to save money. Because when I'm in the city, bro, like, I don't know, it's so easy to spend so much money in San Francisco. But like, gosh, on this trip, like in Macedonia, I like learned how to cook for crying out loud. So when I go back to SF, like I can't wait to cook, you know? Like I had to literally budget $30 a day just on food in San Francisco. And when I was in Macedonia, I had a budget of like $70, anywhere from $70 to $100 a week. And in San Francisco, I easily spend like some days easily spend $100 in a day. And then I go to a place like London, and I'm like, huh, this place is expensive, but it's not the worst, you know. And then I go to a place like Macedonia, and I'm like, yo, this place is so cheap that I don't even want to spend money. I just want to keep it all. I want to spend $2-3 a day, you know. And gosh, back in San Francisco, I spent $2-3 for parking for like 30 minutes. And I was spending $2-3 in a whole day, and some days in Macedonia. Well, some days were really different. Some days I just stayed indoors all day because it was so hot, and then other days I like, you know, spent like way more money, you know. I did hear about the vegan chicken. I want some of that vegan chicken so bad. Yeah, New York is expensive. This guy's like, shout out on my channel. I'm gonna do a little screenshot so I can add you for later. This is a very interesting way of doing a live stream, holding this phone up. Yes, I just did a screenshot, so I got you. Well, I've noticed since I left Macedonia, my views have picked up a lot, like a whole lot. Like, way more people are watching. I guess I have to get out of Macedonia, right? No, I'm not home. I'll be back home soon. Anyone want to pick me up from the airport in San Francisco tomorrow? Like, literally, when I go through, you know, when you're in the airport and you go through like the customs and you pick up your bag, and then there's like that big door and you have to walk through that door, right? And there's all these people standing holding signs. Tomorrow, yo, I'm for real. When I walk through that like thing, I'm gonna be screaming, yo, USA Bay Area, y'all. Like, I'm gonna be loud up in that joint, yo. I can't wait to get back to America. Yeah, America. I can't wait to get some $100 bills in my pocket, yo. Some Benjamins. Like, I'm tired of all these pounds and these euros and these whatever all these freaking. I don't even know the currency I have at the time. Don't know. You know, when you travel all the time, you just like, you know, it's like, what currency is it? What language do these people speak? Like, I was on the train earlier, and I was sitting next to this lady, and I asked the lady, I was like, hey, what language do they speak here? Do they speak Spanish, or do they speak Portuguese? Because it's Portugal, but then Portugal is so close to Spain that I thought, maybe they speak Spanish. And no, they don't speak Spanish. They speak Portuguese. So Portugal is really tight with Brazil. And with Portugal, there's hella flights going to Brazil. That's why I met so many Brazilians earlier today. Because it's got something to do with Portugal. How do you pay for all of this travel, bro? So I save a lot of money. That's what I do. Save a lot of money. I make money from YouTube, which is the YouTube income is like, it's almost in the toilet, and it's almost time to flush the toilet, basically. So in other words, it's kind of like going away. Have you ever smoked weed? That sounds like a very educated question. Have you ever spent time in the Netherlands? I'll tell you what, I'll answer it this way. I've been to Amsterdam like 6 times, so maybe I don't, or maybe I do, or yeah. The American dream, baby. The American dream is definitely fading now. I use credit cards and don't pay them back. I went through that phase in life. But that's not a good phase to go to. Jermaine, how much did you pay for a reflight? So I didn't say it in the other video, but it was $344. So that's like 294 British pounds. Not the cheapest thing at just last minute. When the first flight was like, it's $255. In which country or city have you felt the most unsafe? Parts of Ukraine I felt a little sketchy. But it's a different type of sketchy. It's just sketchy because people don't smile and people have a different demeanor. What up, Alex? I like read your comment, but then I just kept talking. Yeah. Switzerland is expensive. Yeah, Switzerland is expensive, but also that you gotta check the franc. The franc, Switzerland used to be way more expensive back in the day, but the franc has fallen quite a bit. When are you coming back to Israel? I will come back to Israel if I can find a cheap flight. Like I'm looking for somewhere to go in December, and I'll go anywhere where I can find a cheap flight in December. I would love to go to South Africa for December, and then fly all the way back, and then go to Vietnam in January. But I guess I could always just book a round trip flight to South Africa, right? And then go from South Africa to Vietnam. Because South Africa to Vietnam, the flights aren't that bad. But if I do that, I would have to go through the Middle East, because a lot of those flights go through the Middle East. And I don't exactly want to go through the Middle East. Maybe I can find a flight that goes from South Africa to Singapore. I don't think flights go from South Africa to Singapore. I think that's too far. I don't think I want to do Singapore. I don't think I want to do the Middle Eastern route. What's a good amount of money to have for backpacking? That's a really good question. It really depends on what country you're in and where you're traveling. If you're going to a place like Southeast Asia, and if you are going to be traveling for 3 months, if you're the type of traveler that you want to stay one place for a month, stay another place for a month, stay another place for a month, it's going to be much cheaper than if you change every week. You go to a new place every week. Because the most expensive part of traveling, the part that you're going to burn up the most money, is getting from point A to point B. So that's it. Okay, guys. So like, I'm gonna have to go eat. So like, I'm gonna give you guys a 3-minute warning, and I'm gonna take off. Okay. I'm sorry these have been like super short lately. How do you have the time to travel? I make time. Do you get job? No, I don't usually get jobs. I just work on the internet. Have you been to Tokyo? Okay, 2-minute warning now. I don't know. Favorite food. My favorite food. It's changed now. It was falafels, but it's not falafels now. I think it's like Mexican salad right now. Like I really like Mexican salads with beans and corn. And I don't know. I think I'm probably gonna do raw tofu when I get back to SF. Or like you just eat raw food until 4, and then you can eat cooked food. I think I'm gonna try that. Ever got a free flight? I've got so many free flights. Like so many free flights. I can't even remember anymore. Like over 10. And I actually have I think I have like 2 free flights like now, but I never use them because sometimes it's just better to just pay for a flight. 1-minute warning. Top 3 African countries. I can only give you 2. South Africa and Namibia. Enjoy dinner and chill. When is the cheapest month to travel to Europe and which country? Okay, go to Google Flights right now and look at September and November, and also January. After the 12th, flights really start to drop. So from January the 12th through like March. Enjoy Tanzania, not Tushima. No, I'm not gonna go there. How long will you be in the States? I think I'll be in the States for about 90 days. It sounds as if I'm traveling, but yeah, can't feel it. Okay, guys. So what I'm gonna do, I want to thank all of you guys for coming out. But homeboy Jermaine has got to go eat because I'm hungry like Ramadan right now, yo. And yeah, that's what I got going on. So anyway, y'all see my hair? This is what they did to me in Brixton. This is what they did to my hair. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. It feels good. And it didn't take that long. It took like an hour and a half, and like she was like totally done. I don't know. It was like 70 pounds, so it's like $90. And in South Africa, it was like what $14 or something. All right. Anyway, I want all of you guys to take care. I want y'all to be safe, be beautiful, do something awesome. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ashley, you still here? Thanks a lot. Hopefully, I didn't bore y'all. My birthday is Friday. I'm about to get drunk. Oh, I think I may go have a couple shots myself, right? Okay. Anyway, I will do more crypto talk. I'm gonna do more crypto talk on my other money making channel, which I've been lagging on. But when I'm back in the US, I'm gonna spice that joint up. Okay. But anyway, I love all you guys. Peace out. Have a beautiful day. Life is wonderful. And remember, there's a really, really big world out there. Explore it. And I don't know how to end this stream because this looks really different. I guess I can just hit this X at the top. So I love all you guys. Peace out. This stream is still going, right?